Hi everybody, I'm Michael-David, founder and creator of I Decide. Today I am beyond excited to announce what I'm announcing today. It doesn't happen very often, but when the opportunity comes to share this with every one of you in the I Decide community, it excites me, to say the least. The campaign of what it has become started with a poem that I wrote November 5th of 2010. A poem that I had no idea what it was, and certainly not what it was going to turn into to this day. But the poem itself, the words, depict the drive internally that the athlete goes through as they push themselves every day to hone their bodies and their strength into becoming something stronger each day. You know, people ask people all the time, how do you do what you do? The simplest answer is, I decide to. You know, life is made of choices. We have the greatest power to instigate change in a moment's notice, in the blink of an eye, and we can change directions. And that's what I Decide is all about. And there are individuals that are a part of the I Decide campaign that are the official I Decide athletes that personify the words and the mindset that I Decide is. And each one of you that connect with these athletes in a very unique way, that share their stories to those that you know as well, give these individuals a voice and an opportunity to hopefully change people's lives. You know, as I see this campaign grow, I am just humbled, because it's certainly something that I never thought it would become. And it's changing lives in a way that I never thought would even occur. It changed my life. It changes my life every day because of these two words. Because of the things that I go through every day, the struggles that I deal with, is a reminder for me about what I'm capable of. Each athlete that is a part of the campaign is a part of it because when I came across them, they inspired me when I heard their story, when I see the things that they overcome, when I see the challenges that they deal with, and they find ways to get through them because they decide to do it. They put themselves in front of them with a goal that was bigger than them. And regardless of the obstacles, they have changed themselves completely. They have not allowed circumstances to hold them back. They have not allowed the negative comments from people that are not so supportive, that may be negative, to keep them from pursuing changing their lives. They personify every word that I Decide is about and the mindset that I Decide is. Well, it was 3 weeks ago where I came across a video of a young woman who, at 23 years of age, was announcing that she was giving herself 90 days to walk without crutches. And as I listened further to even find out why she was walking with crutches at 23 years old, I was in awe. You see, 4 years ago, at 19 years old, having been an athlete in high school and college, running track and playing basketball, being young and strong and vivacious and invincible, all of a sudden she started getting these intense headaches that, as she said, headache isn't even the right word. But they would get so bad that her vision would come and go. She would get nosebleeds, and she would get tingling down her arms and hands and legs and feet. No answer, not even realizing why. And it got so bad she ended up in the ER, and they did some scans, and come to find out, she had gotten an infection into the fluid in her spinal cord, which was the result of a very rare autoimmune disease. The doctors put her in the hospital for a couple of weeks to remove the infection. But the scary thing, can you imagine being 19 and getting an infection and a disease that there is no cure? There's no end in sight. There's no therapy. There's no way to change the outcome. As a parent, the feeling that must be to see your child and not have a way to help them, having no answers, and having the doctors raise their hands going, we don't know how to cure this. We know what it is, but we don't know how to change it. 4 years later, she now walks with braces from the knee down and a crutch, and 2 crutches depending on the day. She wakes up randomly to where one of her arms may be completely numb, or she just may be going through the day and a hand may go numb. No answer. She deals with the psychological battle of going to bed not knowing if she's going to wake up and be paralyzed. At 23 years old, this woman has beaten the odds. Doctor said she would never walk. Well, I just watched a video of hers that a week ago, she completed a triathlon with the help of her sister. I saw a picture of her standing there near the water, wearing her braces, having her crutch there with her, waiting for the start of this triathlon. Now, when I watched this video, it was moving is an understatement. It brought tears to my eyes to see someone so young dealing with something so overwhelming, but not allowing her circumstances to hold her back. When she finished the swim and got out of the water, her sister helped her, and then Bethany jumped on top of her sister's back, and her sister ran her to the transition area to hop on her bike. And then Bethany completed the bike portion. Then when she got back, her sister did the run. And at the end of the run, with about 10 yards to go, her sister goes over, meets up with Bethany, and they finish that race arm in arm, together. Bethany set out to do something that doctors said she would never do. She took circumstances and decided they're not going to dictate what she does. She took the negative answers, the tragedy that for most people would be life-ending, and the loss of hope, and she saw this as an opportunity. She looked at this as saying, this is not going to define me. You know, the amazing thing about Bethany, she says, MD, the only thing that I hope through my journey is that I can help inspire just 5 people. Well, I have an inkling that she's going to be helping a lot more than just 5 people. She's going to be inspiring a lot more than just 5 people. She's alone inspired me, and I know more are to come. Well, it's a proud day for me today because Bethany is soon to be a part of the I Decide campaign and be an official I Decide athlete to allow the message that is I Decide to spread and share her story across the world and hopefully inspire others to look at what Bethany has accomplished, to look at the things that she is challenged with every day and still continues to reach for further goals. Listening to her and talking with her and hearing all the things that she's accomplished because she said, I'm going to do it, I have the utmost faith that Bethany, in the beginning of November of 2012, this year, she is going to walk without crutches. She even has a much higher hope that by the year 2014, she's going to complete a triathlon on her own. It's amazing to meet people like Bethany at 23 years old. I can't even remember what I was doing at 23. But it certainly wasn't something as powerful and as driven as this young woman. Well, I'm excited to announce this, and it is an honor to have her a part of this campaign. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bethany Harlow.
Hey everyone, my name is Bethany Harlow. I'm 23 years old and I live in Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm so excited and honored and just humbled to be selected as the new I Decide athlete. It means a great deal to me because 4 years ago I came down with a rare autoimmune disorder and it left me paralyzed, and now from the knees down But I was told as a 19-year-old college athlete that I would never walk again. And that's not easy to hear. And since that point, I've been doing everything in my power to defy the odds and to keep pushing forward despite these difficult circumstances. I just competed in a triathlon with my sister. I did the swimming and biking, and she ran for me, and it was the most liberating experience. It was unreal. And so being selected as the I Decide athlete to be inspiring to other people who are overcoming obstacles or maybe think that they can't accomplish something, if I can inspire them to keep pushing forward, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'm so fortunate and just excited to be a part of this campaign. So thank you.
I hope that you can see within her this passion she has, and from the times that I've spoken to her, that I'm excited. Well, the other great excitement is that she's going to be coming to Houston for the September 1st event being held at the Iron Den Gym grand opening. That she's going to be there with other I Decide athletes to shake the hands of those who have heard of her and others that are a part of this campaign, and give people an opportunity to meet these inspiring people that have inspired me and compel me to want to get their stories out to hopefully inspire others. So if you guys are in Texas, in the area, in September 1st, I hope you can make it. But I'm excited because that weekend we will be producing the image that will capture Bethany in her journey for her I Decide poster, to get her story out and to help others. Everyone, thank you so much for your support of the I Decide community, for the fan page. It has reached over 1,700 people, and by looking at numbers on Facebook, it has reached just under 1 million people. A post or a video of something of I Decide has come across the Facebook pages of just under 1 million people. And I cannot tell you how overwhelming that is for me, considering this poem came to me only, 18 months ago, 19 months ago, on November 5th of 2010. And putting it on Facebook in February of 2011, and watching it grow what it is growing into, and helping everyone that it's helping, it is just it's a humbling thing to watch, and to see so many lives that are changing and that have changed because of the implementation of this mindset and this message. You know, I do want to say one thing. I am by no means a poet. I am by no means an eloquent writer. And all the messages that every single one of you see on Facebook, on I Decide, the quotes and the things, you see, these are things that I'm telling myself as I go through my struggles, as I go through my challenges in my own personal life. And as I talk to myself to get through these things, the quotes that you read, the quotes that you like, the quotes that you share, the quotes that you connect with, are the things that I tell myself first. And then I ask myself, I wonder if this would help someone else. So I put it on Facebook. I put it under I Decide. And I see how it's helping people. It's humbling. And all I can say from the bottom of my heart, from the founder and creator and writer of this thing, is thank you. Thank you for sharing the messages that are helping other people. Thank you for sharing your stories, because this is what I Decide is all about. I'm Michael David, founder and creator of I Decide.